The following is a presentation of 1JD Films.
What's the scouting report on Millie and Maddox?
All right, I like this. This is good. All right, scouting report on Maddox. He's a bruiser. He's a big guy. He just wants to run through things and never around them, straight through them. Millie's the talkative one, right? I would say. Yeah. She's always got something to say. She'll pull at your heartstrings. She'll give you those eyes. She'll bat the baby blues at them. It just helps get your mind off everything and separate it. And even if, no matter if you just threw 5 touchdowns in a game or you just threw 5 picks in a game and you come home, they're gonna be excited to see you no matter what. And it's so much fun. Like, I've talked to her forever before we even were engaged. It's like, being a dad was like, I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And it's what I've wanted to do forever. And so far, it's not as easy as I thought. It's definitely harder at times. And
we have twins.
We have twins, that's true.
What's Mike like as a dad?
He's super hands-on. He likes to do everything. He likes bath time, bedtime. He likes to wake them up in the morning, just like your typical super dad.
Stop.
Whether it's being thrust into life as a dad or thrown into the fire of a playoff run, Mike White only knows one way: whatever it takes. While the highs and lows of being a quarterback in the NFL comes with the territory, sometimes it hurts.
Watch, this is a bullet and a strike. Oh!
Line. He's had two hits.
The most wicked hits you're ever going to see.
There's 2 plays, that's all after that one, then came back and got walloped right here.
It's obviously really hard to watch your husband getting hit on TV, no matter what position they play. But watching it and then watching him not get up, it's really hard because you're not there. And then even when they go off the field, maybe a couple of plays, they go into the tunnel, whatever, you still don't know what's going on until somebody calls you. So the first time he went out and came back in, I was like, all right, maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. He's all right. Second time, I was not so sure what was going on because he went in. Someone finally called me and they were like, hey, like, he's good to go. He's going back out there. And I was like, wait, what? So I was just like pacing this floor right here, watching the game and just waiting for it basically to be over.
Were you surprised to see him come back in?
No.
We got a game. We have a game. Look at this.
Coming back with a helmet on.
Daniel LaRusso's going to fight. Daniel LaRusso is going to fight.
You never guessed this.
I did not.
When you walk on the field and you're playing in a football game, especially at this level with these guys, especially in this locker room, thank you, buddy. It's a violent game, and guys are going out there playing hurt, playing injured, and putting everything they got on the line to win. So I'm going to do the exact same, and they're just, especially at quarterback, it's magnified a little more. It's when you're holding the ball every play on offense, like you have the coaches always say the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of your team, and I'm gonna fight like hell with that. I mean, it's the same way that everybody else on the team is. It's when you got grown men who are trying to feed their families and with this game, counting on you don't want to let them down, and you want to get peeled off that field before you just walk off.
After back-to-back road losses, the 7-6 Jets are returning home for a pivotal matchup with Detroit. Although they displayed the heart of a lion against two of the league's best teams, injuries are taking a toll on the green and white.
I kid you not. Maybe this is why we're friendly. He ordered pasta with no sauce and brown meatballs.
Who's this?
That Rutgers football coach. Butter pasta and brown meatballs.
Which one?
Yeah, real
that?
Mike White wasn't cleared. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's
Whoa. Hey.
Big news for the Jets this weekend. I ought to say this just in. Mike White will not be cleared for contact by doctors before Sunday's game against the Lions. You know what that means? That didn't take long. Zach Wilson back as New York's starting quarterback.
Mike White, who is an absolute warrior and has been doing everything he could this week to try to find another opinion to get him onto the football field, to find somebody who will clear him for contact, has exhausted every measure he possibly can because he wants to be out there for his teammates. So he's been cleared for practice. He has not been cleared for contact. And so with that, this is going to be a great opportunity for Zach. When he was elevated to the number 2 quarterback, it was with the understanding that there's a strong possibility that he was going to play, and to prepare accordingly. He's gotten vast majority of the first team reps. He'll get all the reps today. He'll get all the reps tomorrow. And so we feel very comfortable about Zach's preparation as the first-string quarterback, and that he's gotten his normal workload as a starting quarterback would normally get.
Yeah, I mean, obviously excited just because, I feel like I've been trying to take advantage of the last couple weeks, but, the mindset and mentality should kind of stay the same.
Oh, I think Zach's good. I think he's in a good mental space, and he had a good week of practice watching him and just talking to him, and I think he's ready to go. I'm excited to watch him. I think he, like I said, he's in a good mental spot, and I think it'll be a fun one.
Hey, going, yeah, where we going? To the top, yeah. Y'all ready? We hit a bar, yeah. Where we going? To the top, yeah. We hit a bar, yeah. Until we drop, yeah. Already won, I want a spot, yeah. Eyes on the target, they can't pop, yeah.
Do or die right now, bro. You be the reason why we win. You be the reason why we make plays. You make the play. Don't wait on nobody like you said, bro. Stand on that. Nobody gonna with us, bro.
Yeah. Ready, set, I'm already gone. On the way.
Hey, we got something to prove, man. We got something to prove. Let's go out and get this one game at a time.
Now that's so time. We train to fight like we ain't scared to die. You gon' play along, you gon' get right. Say yeah. It's been too long, I've been waiting on it. Being a champion, can't erase it all. Cause the painted cards made a beast of all. Say word. And the crowd chants made my heart throb. While the other team getting stomped on. Going up and up, yeah, that's non-stop.
Technique, balling, execution. That's all you need today. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's have fun today, man. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Never going to the tie, never gonna stop for nobody, never try to block, no.
It'll be 4th and goal at the Jet 1. And will Dan Campbell leave his offense on the field? Yes, he will, as Michael Clemens, Jordan Whitehead made the stop. 4th and goal at the half-yard line, and the Lions go for it.
Jamal Williams in the backfield, 14th play of the drive. Handoff, Williams, he stopped! The Jets form a wall! Quincy Williams, first man there, and then he got some help.
After a goal line stand to start the game, the Jets would look to take advantage of the momentum, but things would quickly go sideways.
It is Braden Mann standing right on the fringe of his own end zone. Khalif Raymond waiting for it at midfield. Mann's kick to the 46, move upfield. Raymond still going. Raymond could take it all the way. The hurdle, he's in. Touchdown! Electrifying!
Jets trying to put together a drive to begin the second quarter. 2nd down and 5 at their own 27-yard line. 2nd and 5, Jets at their own 27 to open up the second quarter. Wilson back to throw. Scrambles out to his right, has some room. Looks right, flips it down the right sideline. Garrett Wilson's got it at the 40-yard line. He's tripped up A gain of 33 yards, and the Jets in plus territory at the Lions' 40-yard line. Play action, rolling out to his left, Zach Wilson sets up, flips it, deep right sideline, and he's caught by Uzomah, breaks a tackle at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown!
With the Jets' offense coming up big, the defense had their hands full, looking to slow down one of the league's hottest teams.
New set of downs. Step. Deep shot. Goff. Broken up right at the end of the play. Jamison Williams, the burner, was the intended receiver, and the Jets continue to make it happen in the secondary. 14th play of the drive. This is a 3rd and 12 for Detroit. Goff. Pocket collapsed a bit, and it threw off the timing. Alexander steps in front of St. Brown.
And the Jets get a red zone defensive stop, and they will hold to a field goal attempt in a 7-7 tie. 25 seconds to go in the half. And with 2 timeouts, that's enough time to get into field goal range before halftime. And the Jets also start the 3rd quarter with the football. And now 1st and 10 for the Jets. Empty backfield 5 wide. Zach Wilson takes the snap. Drops back, looks over the middle, has time, fires a deep one, up the right seam, underthrown a bit. Jeff Smith comes back to make the catch, all the way down to the 31-yard line of Detroit.
12 seconds on the clock. Shotgun Wilson. Looking, end zone. Incomplete. Jeff Smith with Okudah.
And he's got a case that he's starting to put some hands on him and ride him into the end zone.
Is that a hug?
I think that could have very easily been a penalty flag pulled right there against Jeff Okudah.
So the Jets will now send the field goal group out, but they were one official's decision on a possible pass interference away from getting the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line. 34-yard field goal attempt from the right hash for Zuerlein to tie it up at halftime. Out of the hold of man. The snap clean, the placement down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Inside the left upright. And that takes us to the halftime break, tied at 10.
Down by 3 with 8 minutes to go in the game, the Jets had their best starting field position of the afternoon, and they quickly took advantage.
Well, it might be the Jets' best chance to either tie or possibly take the lead midway through the 4th quarter. The Jets start at their own 44-yard line, down by 3. Zach Wilson in the shotgun, 2nd down and a long 7, close to 8. He's back to throw, scrambles out to his right, looks downfield, fires a bomb down the right sideline for Garrett Wilson. He's got it! Flag out inside the 20-yard line.
What a play by Garrett
Pass
Wilson.
interference. Defense, number 25.
2nd and long. Wilson delivers to the outside. Caught by Berrios. Spun down inside the 10. 1st and goal for New York.
Dan Feeney in as an eligible offensive lineman. The ball inches away from the goal line, just inside the left hash.
Just push it
Zach
over.
Wilson under center. The Jets looking for the lead. Takes the snap. Play action bootleg. Flips it right. Uzomah! That's a Jet touchdown! Zach Wilson finds C.J. Uzomah for the 2nd time today. The play-action bootleg fake works to perfection, and the Jets have the lead.
Two, buddy? What do you think you are, Messi? Messi. Hey, I threw it early. I know, I was like, oh.
2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and the game might come down to this play. 17-13. The Jets lead the Lions. Jared Goff under center. Justin Jackson the lone setback, trying to keep the game alive. Play action. Goff back to throw. Looks left, throws left. Wide open, the tight end. Brock Wright down the sideline. Into the end zone. Touchdown. A catch and run by Brock Wright, the Lions tight end, with 1:49 to go on 4th down from midfield to give Detroit the lead back.
After Detroit suddenly struck with the go-ahead touchdown, the Jets had one final chance to get into field goal range. before the clock strikes all zeros.
Well, here's your chance. We have got 2 plays to get 19 yards to keep the game alive. Zach Wilson, again, in an empty backfield. 16-yard line, he's back to throw. Here comes a blitz. This time he's well protected. Looks right, throws right. Garrett Wilson makes the catch on the run. First down, all the way out to the 37-yard line. Well, here we go, 4th and 18. Zach Wilson in the shotgun, 5 wide. He drops back to throw. It's a 5-man rush. Under pressure. Scrambles out to the right. Looking downfield. Gets to the 30-yard line. Heaves one across the field. Elijah Moore's got it at the 40-yard line. Gets to the sideline. First down and a gain of 20. The clock goes all the way down to 0. Did the Jets get a timeout called before it went to 0?
A timeout with 1 second remaining.
They did get the timeout called.
Second charge timeout. Timer please put 1 second on the game clock.
And that will give Zerline a chance.
58-yard attempt. Trying to tie the game. Hennessy to snap it. Man to hold it. Zerline. From 58 yards away. Zerline's kick. No good! The Lions hold on. Today it was not in the cards for New York.
A heartbreaking loss for the Jets here at home. The final score. The Lions 20 and the Jets 17.
Despite a heartbreaking Week 15 loss, the Jets aim to flip the script Thursday night against another playoff contender, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Under tough conditions with high wind and rain, the show must go on with a national audience watching. And with all the playoff scenarios at their fingertips, the Jets hope to solve the puzzle by winning out.
And hopefully the rain holds off as long as possible, Marty, for the fans that are making their way to MetLife Stadium tonight. It could be a rough night where the elements are concerned, but you know what? When you've got a tough football team that plays in the Northeast, and the Jets, certainly on the line of scrimmage this year, have been a tough football team, and they get Quinnen Williams back tonight, that also very important to how they play defensively. The elements might play in their favor tonight.
Well, it's the last home game, obviously, so it's one more chance also as an AFC game to help yourself tiebreaker-wise. I don't know. Everyone's got different metrics and different percentages and whatnot. I would think if they ran the table, it would almost be impossible for them to not make the playoffs. Just mathematically, it seems like if they win their last 3, they're in. You can't win all 3 until you win tonight. But having said that, I think when you not only look at it through that lens, but also the fact that out of the 3 games they have left, 2 are tiebreaker helpers in the AFC, and only 1 of the 3 is home, and this one checks both boxes, it makes this game very important. This year's been fun. I mean, it's been fun to watch this team play so many games, even sometimes when they've come up short, where there's drama with a couple of minutes to go. And that's been a blast. At least, as someone chronicling the games, you're hoping that the games are good.
Flacco takes the shotgun snap and drops. Looks up the seam, fires, caught! Touchdown! Garrett Wilson scores! Wilson takes the snap, handoff, Hall up the middle, extra effort at the goal line. The Jets have a touchdown! Sauce Gardner's there! It's knocked away! Sauce Gardner in position on Gabe Davis, and the Jets are going to take a knee and win it!
I get when you're start off the season 5-2 or 7-3 and whatnot that the goalposts move a little bit, but in wide-angle lens, if you look at teams that eventually go from being not that good to getting better, to maybe getting to a Super Bowl, winning one eventually, even if the Jets don't make the playoffs this season, usually in the timeline of those teams, there are years like this
where it's a building block season. How could anyone say they haven't gotten better? How could anyone look at where they were 2 years ago, what the roster looked like then, and what the roster looked like now, and not say this year hasn't been a positive, regardless, I think, of the outcome of the last 3 games? If you're going to say this season is a failure if they don't make the playoffs, that means that, as I said before, you've moved the goalposts from what this year was supposed to be about.
So the Jets are in a 4-team race for the final 2 AFC wildcard spots, but they'll have to overcome 2 tough road games. So Sherm, do you think this team can make the playoffs?
Well, I mean, it's gonna be because of this defense. You need some consistency from the offense. They got the playmakers, but you talking about in order for them to win this game specifically, you got Christian Kirk, you got Zay Jones, you got Trevor Lawrence playing his best ball, but then you got the conditions. But you on the other side, you got Reed and Sauce. And if you want to succeed, you better not throw it on Sauce and Reed. If you want to keep the lead, you better not throw it on Sauce and come on now.
On this second night of winter, we're at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, as the New York Jets take the field for their final home game of the season. Wet and
Play with violence, every play. Play with your brother, every play. And we gonna take care of business.
And we welcome you to primetime New York Jets football, Thursday night football, as the Jets look to bounce back from a heartbreaking Sunday loss to the Detroit Lions on a short week.
I don't care if it rains, sleet, snows, tornadoes. I know every single person in this circle is going to give it their all so we get this win.
Yeah, this is a team that's struggling here down the stretch. Lost 4 of the last 5, and yet big opportunity tonight for themselves with a win tonight.
This is a great opportunity for you to come back. The fans are here at MetLife 3 days before Christmas, and as you said, Bob, Thursday night football.
Backed by the return of Pro Bowler Quinnen Williams, the Jets defense was looking to heat things up early under the bright lights of Thursday night.
Well, the Jets have Quinnen Williams back on their defensive line tonight, with Sheldon Rankins inside, Carl Lawson, John Franklin Myers outside. Sent a handoff running left, Travis Etienne across the 25 to the 29-yard line.
Keep it on the ground here, nothing doing. Carl Lawson, number 58, is right there to stop Etienne. Down in 6, he'll be going to the Pro Bowl, Williams will. Lawrence with his first pass of the night, but won't get it off.
Under pressure, he goes down, the ball pops out. It's loose, the Jets may have it. Just like that, the Jets may have that takeaway they have been thirsting for. And who is in the backfield but Quinnen Williams to knock it out. And the Jets recover the fumble.
Strip sack again. Nice play up front by Quinnen Williams. It's a straight bull rush.
After a Jets field goal opened the scoring.
And the Jets do indeed grab 3 points to start the game.
The Jags seized control of the game in the first half.
Quick throw, and another first down as the catch was made here by Evan Ingram. Etienne inside the 5 has a first down.
And there's that acceleration again by Travis Etienne.
Trevor Lawrence under center. In motion goes Ingram. Lawrence takes the snap, reaches the ball up on a dive. He's got a touchdown. So a long touchdown drive for Jacksonville, capped by Trevor Lawrence on a quarterback sneak leap right over his offensive line.
Trailing by 2 scores in the third quarter, the Jets offense was looking for a spark to get back into the game.
At least for this play, the Jets have made a quarterback change. Zach Wilson out, Chris Streveler is in, and the crowd reacts. The Jets at their own 14-yard line. He takes the snap, zone read, running left Streveler. Gets to the 15-yard line and pounds his way out to about the 19. Quarterback run. He'll roll out to his right, dumps one to his right, it's caught, running right, first down Elijah Moore. Out across the 20, out to the 25 to the 27-yard line. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looks over the middle. He's got a C.J. Uzomah wide open, middle of the field, underthrows him, but Uzomah is able to make the catch at the 42-yard line.
I don't think the Jags were preparing for him to be active tonight.
No, not at all.
Shotgun, 5-man front for Jacksonville. They bring a blitz. He's back to throw. Looks left, throws left. Diving catch made by Garrett Wilson. I think he's got the first down. So another 4th down coming here for the Jets. Streveler set to take the shotgun snap. He's got it. Drops back. Looks over the middle. Throws a slant. It's tipped and incomplete. And the Jets will have to regroup. They've got 2 games on the road to end the season.
It's a shame because this Jets team was a really good story. They're a really good team, and unfortunately, they're going to be on the outside looking in.
Once again, this is now a Jets season that we can do a post-mortem on. 7-8, sure. 9-8 is something that could put them in the mix, but the problem is the reality is that when you're 7-8 and there are 2 8-6 teams in front of you, along with a 7-7 team that's already swept you in front of you, it's way too steep a climb.
You know, there's still a lot to look forward to with the season. Thinking playoffs is far-fetched, but at the same time, it's we've done a lot of really, really cool things this year, and the most important thing right now is finishing strong, which starts with Seattle.
An NFL season takes many different swings and turns.
The Patriots cough it up with 55 seconds to go.
A marathon journey with the winds swirling from one week to the next.
Pickett over the middle.
While the Jets season hangs in the balance.
Over the sideline and picks. Russell Douglas.
Until the final bell rings, anything can happen.
Everything seemingly went the Jets' way over the weekend. They lost on Thursday night in the rain, and then things went their way, and they went their way this morning as well with the news that Mike White is cleared to play this coming week. The Jets are still somehow alive.
It's going to take an immense amount of urgency, just overall professionalism, and just grit, for lack of a better term. It's finding ways to win no matter what.
I think there's 2 types of people in the world. There's those who live in faith, and there's those who live in a world of belief.
Just knowing that at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the guys in this locker room and the opinion of the guys in this building. And we all know what we were capable of and what we wanted to set out to accomplish.
Back to throw, fires one over the middle, and it's caught by Corey Davis.
You take your one-on-one battles. You take their will, your battle, and then we take this victory. Yeah. Let's go. We all we got. We all we need. I saw 3. 1, 2, 3.